Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. I just want to bring you guys a little update on Litecoin. We're going to be looking at the 4 hour. And guys, I apologize, didn't get a video out yesterday and probably wasn't able to get back to the comments. But my wife has her baby shower today, and it's just been crazy. So I've been thinking about y'all, but I just want to bring this to you quick. It's going to be a short update. If you guys could like, subscribe, all that stuff, notification bell. So what we're looking at here is Litecoin on the 4 hour. And what we see is this bullish engulfing candle that took place. So it engulfed this candle right here. And then we had a move up. So what was good? So this was our low here, right there. And we moved up right here, guys. And then we moved down with that hammer candle right there. We made a higher low. And now we're attempting to make a higher high from this right here, which was at $98.50, somewhere right in there. And we also have overhead resistance of the EMA, the 20 EMA right here. So guys, that's what has to happen. We had to have this, then we have our higher low, then we come up here and have our higher high, and that's how the trend continues. And you can kind of see how we did have a breakdown. We left these up on here, guys, right there. So this was the count that we were having playing out, and this is how it actually played out. So we had our 1, our 2, our 3, 4, 5, then we had our A, B, C correction. So that actually worked out pretty well. Then we moved sideways. Now we're having this engulfing candle, and we're going to see if we can have that 1 up, 2 down, see if we can make a 3, keep that pattern moving here on the 4 hour. Remember, these waves move from 1 minute all the way to centuries, guys, like grand super cycles and all that stuff. If you read about it, it can be 100 years long. So you have all these waves inside waves. So right now we're looking at the waves on the 4 hour. That's what I want you to pay attention to. So if you want to, though, you could start at the 15, then work your way back to the hour, then the 4, then the 12. That's how you get the trends to change when you see things happening in those type of scales. So you can see right there, that's really what we want to see, guys. We want this to be a 1, a 2. Now let's make a nice move. And you can see here that this is a very nice candle if we could close right there. So even though we're touching that, if we could close right here, and then our next candle would be over top of this, and let's turn that into support. So that's how that works. And I also want to look at the Fibonacci in terms of the retracement, because we want to look at how much these things are retracing when they do. So guys, look at that. Retrace right there to the 50, essentially, or there's the 50, and then this is the 618. I'm sorry. So retrace to that 618, which is very common, especially in the Elliott wave. When you have a retracement, a lot of times it'll go to that 618, the golden pocket, golden ratio, all that type of stuff you can read about. So this is very common in terms of a pullback. So we had that nice run. We have a pullback. Now let's make another nice run. So really pay attention to that stuff, guys. Also pay attention to the RSI. You can see the RSI is looking good. We're moving up right now, but what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to get over top of this right here. So do you see even back here? That's where we went to here when we went to. So now this is going to be the test, if we can get through this, or if we're going to hit this and bounce off it and start moving back down again. So keep that in mind, guys. It's always a possibility that can happen. So that's what's going on with the RSI. We need continued movement. I want to see more volume than this, though, guys. This move here, it's a nice move, but it's not on a ton of volume. And we need a lot of volume to really change this trend, which is important, because we don't want to come up here and then not break over top of this, and then we come back down and we have a lower low. We drop lower than this one here, and then you just start continuously falling again, lower highs, lower lows. So we don't want to be in that. We want to keep it moving how we have, the higher highs, higher lows. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. And also on the MACD, you see we've been positive. We've been moving up along here, and it's actually looking pretty healthy, guys. We're, if anything, I'm sorry about that, we're pointed up a little bit, which is good. We want that just to continue to move like that. And the histogram is looking pretty decent right here, just kind of moving sideways here on the histogram, nothing too crazy. So keep those in mind. And then I wanted to throw the Bollinger Bands on here quick for you. But there's a bigger picture of the Fibonacci. You see how we went up to here and then we pulled back to that 618, and now we're making our next move. And we have some overhead resistances we have to get through, because right at that 20 EMA, we also have the 236 Fibonacci level. So keep that in mind as well. But you can see how these Elliott waves play themselves out, guys, and how a lot of the times you can really see this stuff, and it can give you a little bit of a heads up. And like I told you, it's subjective, it's a theory, but you can see these things as you go back on charts, kind of see them work themselves out, and it's amazing how it happens. Like all the sub waves inside the waves, all that different type of stuff. So keep your eye out on that. And I wanted to pull the Fibonacci one more time and see what this retracement was real quick now that we have it out. I was just thinking about it. Alright, so that retracement there was to the 50. Then we had our little B movement up, and then we drop back down to the 618. Now we've been moving sideways. So guys, it's really important because a lot of these times patterns will kind of reveal themselves. You'll see where these things are going to retrace to. Like even this here, it's amazing. You had this full run here, then you retrace back again to that 618. And that's where a lot of guys will put buy orders, different things like that, and they'll start laddering in, and as it gets lower, they're buying more with bigger amounts of money. So basically setting up a position, because a lot of people believe that with Litecoin right now, that since it's at $90, it's most likely going to go back up again and try for $96 and test that 100 or try to break through that 100 or the top of the triangle. And that's how it works, guys. And if we can break that and get back up into it, then we're going to be doing well. But if we hit off it, then we could bounce back down as overhead resistance. So those are the things I want you to keep in mind. I want to turn on the Bollinger Bands quick. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Father's Day. Alright, so also resistance. You see the middle band here? So that middle band's coming down right there, and that's what we're going up against right now. So that's going to be the test. If we can get up over top of this and turn that into support and also break through this resistance at 98.57, we will call it right there. But the Bollinger Bands it's not a big contraction, but they're starting to contract a little bit more, which is good because you get the contraction of the Bollinger Bands and then typically a breakout either to the upside or the downside. So those are the things that you want to look at. And guys, I just want to tell you, God bless each and every one of you, and leave it down low if you're buying right now, if you're slowly laddering in, if you are selling, if you're just hodling. I want to hear all your guys' opinions because I think everybody's matters, and especially in a time like this, guys, at any moment, huge volume could come in here and people are going to FOMO and they're going to chase, and we could see Litecoin run up to 130, 140, 150. We don't know. And then it could, have a retracement back down to 115, say, and then make another move. But that's just how it works. Or there could be big sellers who come in. So always keep that in mind. And right here, guys, we're starting to go through that resistance there. We need to close up above it. But I find it so interesting to look at candles and even see, like with this bullish engulfing candle, that meant we were going to start moving up. So keep in mind of my biggest things are candles. All the moving averages, guys, look for patterns, double bottoms, triple bottoms, head and shoulder patterns, all different types of stuff, triple tops, diamond patterns. There's just so many that you can learn. Bear flags, read into the bull flags, Fibonacci, Bollinger Bands. There's just so much, guys. All the candles themselves, you could study for a year on just the candles and looking at these and seeing this different type of stuff. I was looking at it last night when I saw this candle start to form. We had that push up. I said, we're going to get pushed back down. You can just see what's going to happen, guys, because the bulls got rejected there, and all of a sudden we got pushed back down, then bought up a little bit. We closed here. And then we did set this nice hammer, which is another good sign, especially with it being on that Fibonacci level, that we could be making another move now. So that's what we want, guys. That's what we're looking for. Pay attention, read up, do your studying, but also spend time with your family. So God bless each and every one of you.